First of all, I want to congratulate you for whatever you have been doing until today. Yes, because any intention, any test, any try you have and you're doing, it's a step forward. Even if it's something that does not give you results, it's something that you have done and you know that you should not be doing from now on. So I'm going to start by congratulating you for those things or that thing, whatever it is. Even if you just thought about it and you didn't do anything, that's still something because you thought about it. Okay. So, number one, eat smaller meals during the day. The one that I've heard mostly was that you should eat 3 main meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and snacks in between. Now, that's crap. Why? Because it doesn't really apply to everybody. It's not a strategy that molds around everyone's life. At least not to mine. I've done it and it worked for a while. Then it didn't work. Why? Because this body is not designed to stay like a pillar in one place or like a tree. Okay? This body is designed to constantly change. So if you're okay with 6 meals a day or whatever meals a day, and you're okay with eating every 2 hours, fine, no problem. Keep it up. If you get results, if you're happy with it, fantastic. I applaud you. I salute you for that. But this doesn't apply to everybody. Okay, 6 meals a day. It's not the holy grail. It's not the secret of everyone's weight loss. And no, it's not. It's not for everybody. So 6 meals instead of 3 big meals. For example, if you're doing intermittent fasting, like I am, I stop eating from sometimes 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. And then I have breakfast in the morning. Sometimes I have a month or 2 months where I just don't feel like having breakfast. I start eating at 12 noon or maybe at 3. Who knows? I have days when I don't eat all day. Oh, that's wrong. Okay? There is only one human being, only one being in this world that is allowed to tell you you're doing wrong, and that's the one in the mirror. And if you're saying you're wrong, or if you're saying you're right, you're right. So, if you have been doing 6 meals or whatever number the meals during the day, and you don't have the result that you want, change it. You don't have to stick with it just because who knows what said so. Okay? Change your approach. Okay, cool? So, smaller meals during the day does not apply to you. Change it. Okay, it does not work for everybody. Number 2, you have to drink a protein shake right after training. Now, this one is kind of paradoxical because I have the powder right there. Okay, I'm not going to lie. Now, that doesn't mean it's not working. That doesn't mean it's working. It's just there. Because it's a supplement. If you miss your protein shake right after training, that does not mean you're going to lose everything you have worked until today. You're not going to lose the muscle. No. Do you have to take it? No. Do you want to take it? I don't know. If you want to take it, take it. If it works for you, then continue taking it. If you want to stop, do it. If you miss your protein shake right after training, that does not mean you're not going to have results. It's just an approach. It's not the approach. Okay, you don't really, and by the way, protein shake, usually, most of protein shakes are not healthy. This body wants food from nature. You want a gainer? Have oats. About a couple of hours or 3 hours before training. It's going to be right in your bloodstream and it's going to fuel your training better than who knows what refined sugars. I take protein shake every now and then. If I buy a kilo, it's gonna hold me for maybe half a year or a year because I don't really take it. It's just that sometimes I feel like having something sweet. That's usually the reason, because it's triple chocolate and I love chocolate and it's tasty and I like it with almond milk. That's a preference, okay? It's not a must, it's a preference. Okay, protein shake, you must. You do not must nothing. You just can or cannot. It's your choice, okay? It works either way. You can eat 2 hours when you get home, or you did a workout at, I don't know, 6 p.m., and then you got home and had dinner at 8. That's fine. That's not going to damage your results. Depending on other criteria that you have during the day, okay, like stress management, your focus, your lifestyle, your environment, okay? It has to do with every other things, not just protein shake or protein. Cool. So, protein shake after a workout. It's not a must, it's a choice. Okay, next. You can lose weight fast through the right diet. Okay, I'm gonna say this, maybe, I'm going to repeat myself. So, you cannot lose weight fast. The body cannot lose weight fast. Well, maybe it can, I don't know, until somebody says otherwise, until who knows what science. You can lose weight, you can reduce, by the way, fat from your body. Okay, I'm going to talk again about the lose fat. It's lose fat, not lose weight. Right? So, fast, what does fast mean? That's the question. I want to lose weight fast. Be specific. What's weight? You lost a pound. Bye-bye. No, I want to lose a pound a day. You can if you cut a finger off, or maybe you cut your hand, you cut your hand off. Who knows? Listen, you don't want to lose weight. Be clear about that. Do you want to be lighter on the scale, or do you want to look better in that dress, or do you want to look better in that shirt? What do you want? Do you want a smaller waist, or do you want a smaller number on the scale when you get on it? Because if you want a number scale and you're obsessed about, I respect that. I used to be obsessed about the number of the scale. I'll be honest. But the thing is, when you have a smaller number on the scale, that can also mean you still have your belly. Yep, just check it out. You don't have to believe me anyway. So, what does fast mean for you? If it's not realistic, you're going to get frustrated. If you're going to get frustrated, that's cortisol. That's a stress hormone. Stress hormones equals inflammation. Inflammation equals fat. So, if you get obsessed, calm down, change your state. Okay, get positive, analyze things. You want to reduce the weight of your waistline, maybe off your bum. Who knows? Glutes. So, I'm going to tell you right here, if you want to reduce fat off your body, don't change your diet, only change your lifestyle, because diet comes from it's a Greek word and comes from Greek, and it means lifestyle. It's not something that you do today. I said this before in other videos. Diet is not something you do for a month. You reduce some fat or lose some muscle. Who knows what diet it is. And then you just get off it and that's it, done. You're happy for life. No, you're going to gain weight faster or more and more. So, losing weight fast. What does fast mean? I can tell you right now, you can reduce 1 kilo per week. It depends on how much fat you have. If you're 150 kilos and you haven't done anything, you've been sedentary, then that's going to work pretty quickly at the beginning. Okay, it's going to start to, your body's going to react for a month or two, and then it's going to stabilize itself. Why? It just does that. It's not going to just get fat off, because fat off means food for the body. That's fuel for, darker days, because that's the way we used to live in the past. So, can you reduce fat fast? You can. It depends on your lifestyle. It depends on what type of diet, okay? With the right diet. The right diet means a right lifestyle. Because if you just change your diet now, you start now for a month, and then you get back to your usual, normal, your old habits, you're going to get fat again. It's just the way, the yo-yo diet works. So, it depends on the weight, it depends on the age, it depends on your lifestyle, it depends on your perspective. You can't just, lose weight fast. Boom. It's not gonna happen. Sorry, I'm just telling the truth. Okay, next. Being skinny equals being healthy. Does it? I don't know. Hey, I know many people that are skinny and sick. Do you? Have you seen any skinny people that you think they look awesome and they're really fit and they're healthy? Do you know anybody? Do you know anybody that knows anybody? I know a lot. For example, I have been sick many times. So I don't know about equal being, no, I don't know. If you're very skinny and if let's say one would be very skinny and sexy and fit or whatever, and super fit, but he or she has a problem with stress. What do you say about that? Stress equals sickness, equals inflammation if it's too long. So I don't know about equals healthy. Not all the time, at least. So it does not. So doing ab exercises will get you a six-pack. No, it won't. Doing ab exercises does one thing, okay? One thing good, which basically puts your awareness, your attention on your abdominal area, and it tells your body, I want you to tone my muscles. I want you to do this. And after you finished your ab exercises, right, then you're responsible with, again, your lifestyle. If you do, let's say, an hour of ab exercises every single day, you're going to get a bigger belly and maybe lower back problems. Why? Because you're going to overtrain your lumbar area, you're going to overtrain your abs, and you're going to have too much inflammation here, and inflammation is not going to reduce the fat off your abdomen, is going to create more fat. Why? Because fat acts like lubricant for your abs. So there you have it. 2 or 3 times a week max proper ab exercise. When I mean proper, I don't mean crunches, okay? Exclude crunches from your life. They're not really good, at least not anymore. They used to be good in the old days, probably, yeah, maybe they worked, but now there are loads of guys out there that prove to you that the best ab exercises are from standing, hanging, okay, not on the ground. Things like twisting. And by the way, if you want to if you want to reduce fat off your love handles, okay, here, the hips, the back, I hate those. Twisting exercises are for that. The love handles are not the love handles, the muscles that are in the back here work the twisting action, not the crunching action. Okay, those are the six-pack. So doing the exercises will stimulate your muscles to tell it to burn fat from that area. If you don't have the proper diet, to like have a clean lifestyle and be calm, sleep well, you won't reduce any fat from the exercises, okay? Because exercise does not help you reduce the fat. It just stimulates, okay? Cool. So no, ab exercises do not help you lose the fat from your belly. Reduce it. Okay, next one. Six-pack fast, or six-pack, you see in the magazines, six-pack in 10 days. Do you believe that? Judging from what I just said, six-pack in 10 days. Really? I mean, for a guy like me, right? I'm 175 centimeters tall, and I'm about 74 kilos weight. Now, my muscle mass is about 62 kilos, roughly. I didn't really measure myself lately. But that's around what it is. Now, at my scale, at my height, my body would need to be about 15% body fat. Not the measurements, not the weight. 15% body fat. Because for a man, you need to be around 14 to start to see your abs, like have a visual six-pack, because everybody has a six-pack underneath. It's just covered with fat. So if you want to, for somebody like me, about 15% body fat, you would start to somewhat, notice when the light is above me, something like here. That's where you start to see it. Now, in 10 days, I can have a six-pack pretty fast. I need to work my ass off, but a little bit. I need to be more consistent. I need to be more disciplined. I need to, keep an eye on some things if I want to see a proper six-pack in 10 days. Now, if you're above that, like 16, 17, 18, 20% body fat, then I suggest getting a body composition scale or going somewhere to a gym where it has one, because that's what's important. If you want to reduce the fat off your body, that's what you want to start to measure, at least once a week, no more than that. Once a week, or once a month, but I would say once a week, suggest the body fat percentage and the visceral fat percentage. When the visceral fat percentage is between 1 and 4, that's when you're going to start seeing a six-pack. And when your total body fat percentage is below 14 as a man, not as a woman, for the women it's higher, it's about 16, 17. This is the way the body is, the action works. So that's what you want to measure, not the weight. Okay? So, six-pack in 10 days. It depends on who, for whom. Six-pack in 10 days for whom? Is it for me? It might happen. Is it for somebody that has 100 kilos and like, I don't know, 25% body fat? Not going to happen. So if you're like above 14% body fat and you see one of those magazines, crap, okay? It won't happen in 10 days. You need consistency. You need a clean diet, long term. You need better eating habits. You need better relationship with food. You need to be calmer. Most of the time than not, nobody. I get pissed off sometimes. Nobody's always calm and happy, okay? Unless you're a maniac. Joking. So, six-pack in 10 days or six-pack fast. Not really. Sorry. I'm really sorry, but that's just a dream. Not going to be real. At least not anytime soon, unless there are some mutant genetics things coming up from the lab, I don't know. So, number 7, and the last one. You have to train hard to get results. Another one. So what does that mean? Train hard. What does that mean? What are you training for? So you go to the gym or you train, doesn't matter. You can get a really cool body at home with no weights, no bands, just your body alone. Okay, I went from about 86 kilos down. I was still counting kilos back then. That's why I remember that. I did not have a body composition scale at the time. So I went from 82, 83 kilograms down to about 67, 68. Really skinny. I was almost sick back then. I was really skinny, ugly. Now when I look back, I didn't like myself. But it can happen. And I did work hard. I did work my ass off. Did I need it to? No. I did not need it to. About 5 years ago, about 5 to 6 years ago, I was training 6 hours per day, 6 days per week. So that's 6 times 6. And I got really awesome results. I wasn't happy. I was miserable. Now I train maximum an hour a day. I didn't even train today. I didn't really feel like it. There you go. Do I do cardio? Not much. Back then, I was doing about 15 minutes of cardio after 2 hours or 3 hours of hard, intense weightlifting and resistance training. 15 minutes of HIIT cardio. That was a lot of training. I get the same results and better results now with about 45 minutes of power yoga. Imagine that. Why? Because cardio, what's cardio for? Okay, it gives you that stimulation. You can get that from 3 to 4 minutes of Tabata. You don't need to run for a half an hour, unless you like it. Okay, if you like running, be my guest. I salute you. Have fun. But if you don't like running, screw it, don't do it. You don't have to do it. You can just do a 4-minute Tabata, which is equal to 30 minutes of running. Not sprinting, just jog. Depends on the temperature outside. It needs to be around, spring. So because if it's winter and it's colder, then you're gonna burn more because it's cold. So, do you have to train hard to get results? No. You need to train intelligently. What does that mean? Intelligently means looking at the other aspects. It's been scientifically proven many, many, many times that the environment that you're in, Your environment, that's what triggers your genes to change. That's what triggers the change in the body. Let me give you an example. If you're super mega fit and you have only fat friends and you have 9 of them, you're going to be the 10th fat friend, or at least chubby or puffy. Why? Because the body always does what it sees. It adapts, unless you leave the group, of course. And I suggest that you do. It depends. I don't want to leave. I'm not telling you to leave your friends. You're the one that decides that. It's just that the environment is one of the most important things. What do you have around you first of all, where do you spend the most time? Let's say at the office, okay? Like me, you're at the office most of the day. What do you have around? Look at the office, look at the pictures, look at the music you're listening to, look at the videos, books you're reading, movies you're seeing, thoughts you're having. That's what's going to give you, that's the first step of giving you results. And then, what are you eating every day? Who are you talking to? How stressed are you throughout the day? On a scale of 1 to 10. 10 meaning like super stressed most of the day. Because remember, stress equals inflammation. The more stressed you are, the harder you're gonna get results. Close to none. And remember, training itself is stress. Yep. Training causes inflammation. Temporary. So if I do legs today, I'm gonna have inflammation in my legs and my whole body for the next, depending, 3-4 days, depending on your level. 5 days, depending on how hard I did legs. So that's still stress. Look at the other aspects. Look at the other aspects of your life. Not just train hard, done. No, it doesn't work like that. Train hard today, recover for 7 or more days in time in which you focus on being calm, eating clean. You can have a pizza every now and then, that's fine. You have a Coke if you want, that's fine. That's inflammation, yes. If you have it once every 2 weeks, that's fine. I do it. I love Coke. I don't really like pizza in particular, but I love Coke. So, train hard. It depends. If you're a super mega Olympic training body calisthenics athlete, you're a super mega athlete, you need to train, you're going to the Olympics. Yes, train hard, because training hard is for your physical performance, not for your aesthetic. When you get to your physical or aesthetic goal, you're going to look awesome. What then? Why would you train hard then? Because you don't need to. That's for your performance. So unless you're a super mega athlete, you don't need to train hard to have results. Remember what, like I said in previous videos, get clarity on what you want. Because when clarity is put down on paper, write it down. I want to look like this, I want to look like that. And you're going to analyze what training you need to do. You'll be surprised how little you need to exercise and how much attention you will need to focus on your diet, on your stress, on your sleep, and things like that. So these are 7 lies that are out there in the fitness industry. And again, some of these apply to some of you, that's fine. Some of them, that's fine. Analyze. Who am I to tell you what to do, right? You just have a look. I just suggested maybe it's time to have a look, analyze, see what happens, change things, and find your own routine. Thank you so much for watching, guys. My name is Daniel. Have an amazing day, and remember, inspire the change. See you next time.